Cleveland Browns at home for their second-to-last outing of 2025 have lost 4 in a row to move up the 2026 draft ladder.
Sanders, Rousseau, and look out! Sanders just gets rid of it!
They meet up with Pittsburgh for the second time this year. Steelers looking to wrap up the AFC North in A-Rod year 1 on a 3-game win streak by the hair of their chinny chins.
Fires at the 1. He didn't get across, but there are flags down. Ball ends up in the hands of Goff.
If Pittsburgh Dad was a cat, that game cost him at least 8 of his 9 lives. Can't go through another one like that or he won't make it to New Year's. Shouldn't have to versus Cleveland, though Buffalo might disagree with that. But Pittsburgh is expecting to sweep the Browns, then probably rest the old guy week 18. Not only is Cleveland a 3-win team, Pittsburgh knows firsthand how easily it should be to take them down. When these two met back in week 6, Steelers sacked Dylan Gabriel 6 times. Aaron Rodgers threw for 235 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. DK Metcalf 95 yards and a TD.
DK Metcalf getting the better of the one-on-one man-to-man coverage there.
Rodgers' play as of late just as clean and efficient, 27 of 41 passing in their win over Detroit, 266 yards, a touchdown without being picked off.
This is outstanding. This ball's in the air before he turns his head.
Pittsburgh's offense, 29 points versus the Lions, so that's 27 plus points in 4 of their last 5.
Found a little opening, and away he goes! Jaylen Warren!
Anything close to that should do it versus Cleveland, assuming the Browns' offense doesn't pop off unexpectedly, which they've done 3 times versus Tennessee, kind of versus Vegas, and Miami. But against any above 500 types, like last week versus Buffalo, only 20 points, only one team scoring less than they are this season.
37 to go. Sanders in the pocket, and Sanders is sandwiched!
Shedeur Sanders completed 20 of his 29 pass attempts, but mostly short stuff, only 157 yards, just 5.4 per attempt for a 64 rating, had 2 of his passes intercepted.
Fake the handoff, Sanders once again deflected, and it's intercepted!
Sanders gets a Steelers defense coming off a nice day of work, really. Keeping Detroit's offense to 24 points is a win. 6 for 15 on 3rd down, stopped them 3 of 4 trips inside the red zone.
Needs some help, running out of time and real estate, throws, and it's incomplete. Porter again.
Sanders took 2 sacks on his 29 pass attempts, can live with that. He escaped for 49 rush yards, too.
Sanders, he'll run it. And Sanders will slide down at the 15.
Sanders led the team in rush yards. They're going to be without Quinshon Judkins, who's done for the year. Raheem Sanders took over last week, 11 tries, 42 yards, under 4 a carry. Not one Browns pass catcher with 40 yards, but Harold Fannin did pull in his 5th receiving touchdown of the year. I like that kid.
Sanders connects with Fannin for the touchdown.
That offense would seem to need a big assist from its defense to give the team a shot at the upset. They just showed they can give a good team a scare. Cleveland held Buffalo's high-powered offense to 23 points. Rodgers facing a secondary that just held Josh Allen to 130 passing yards, no touchdowns.
Allen waits, throws, incomplete.
They held every Bills pass catcher at less than 35 yards, and they don't have to worry about DK this week. Metcalf suspended for his confrontation with that fan. It leaves MVS, Calvin Austin, Pat Freiermuth, Darnell Washington, none of whom topped 40 yards last week, but Adam Thielen did. 49 yards, his top showing as a Steeler so far.
Down the middle, and he's got Thielen for a 3rd time in this game, and they're set up now.
And lots of reasons to think Pittsburgh will lean heavy on its 2-headed back attack. Kenneth Gainwell led the team in receiving yards last week with 78 yards, and he scored.
Once he possesses it, it seems like Carl and the crew just changed this and now have ruled touchdown.
Caught 5 more passes, so now has 5+ receptions in 5 of his last 6. He tacked on 50 rushing yards on the ground, too, 5-6 a pop.
Handoff to Gainwell, and he's got an opening all the way out to the 35.
And Jaylen Warren woke up. Had been cold for the last month, then bam, season-high 143 yards last week, 10.2 per attempt, 2 TDs.
Warren Already ripped off one long run. He's got another one. No one's going to get to him.
Why not load those two up, being Cleveland's front just gave up 2 touchdowns, 117 yards on 7-3 a carry to James Cook.
Talked about the offensive line, but you also have to talk about just how special James Cook is.
And finally, there's Miles. Garrett added a half sack to his league-leading total, now sits at 22.
1 sack away from tying the NFL record.
One more for the single-season record. Half a bag would tie him with Michael Strahan and, of course, TJ Watt. Deb's like, TJ did it in 15 games. Ship has already sailed, buddy. Rodgers was sacked twice last week, both times by Aiden Hutchinson.
Pressure, and they got him. Back at the 22-yard line, and Hutchinson has a second sack.
A-Rod seems like the type of guy who's going to be very aware of TJ's record and will do whatever he can to make sure it doesn't go down on his watch. 3 Browns-Steelers playoff games over the years. First one, not until the 1994 season. Remember who won?
Pittsburgh was ablaze in black and gold for the start of the playoffs. An unprecedented third meeting of the season with the arch-rival Browns.
One play at a time. For 60 minutes, we control the tempo in our home, baby. Let's go.
The offense pounded Cleveland early and often for 238 yards on the ground.
Go, baby! Go, baby!
Foster waits and breaks up over the 40. 45, first down to the 50, 45, 40. He's got the Steeler first down.
Give it to John L. Right here.
3rd and 2 at the Cleveland 26. The give is to the fullback end. That's John L. He's got first down and more. 20, 15, 10. There goes John L. Williams breaking out of the pile and going for the Steeler touchdown.
You know they're going to be coming. You know they're going to be coming on blitz, so hey, just know about
The
it.
Steelers opened a 24-3 halftime lead.
Back is O'Donnell on 3rd and he takes it and he throws it into the end zone for the Steeler touchdown. Pulling it in is Yancey Thigpen, and this place is in a frenzy. This crowd has gone nuts.
Look at Yancey with that terrible towel that he carries in his hand warmer. He cuts right off the ground, waves his towel, does a little minor dance with it.
The terrible towel has been poised and has struck.
In the fourth quarter, the defense finished the job.
Here's Vinny in the end zone. He's trapped. He's going to be hit.